What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rigel Dwayne coming at you with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys some older pairs of shoes that I've had before starting my sneaker collection. Before we get started, I just want to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel, and I want to thank everybody for watching my first video. It took a while for me to do that. I don't know why. If you guys haven't seen my first video yet, I'll link it in the description so you guys can check it out. I basically introduce the channel and I tell what things I'm bringing to the channel. So go check that video out once you're done watching this video. But enough of all that, let's move on to what the video is really about. So I was straightening up the house a little bit yesterday, and while I was cleaning, I so happened to come across this box that you see sitting right next to me. In this box are some older pairs of shoes that I've worn before I officially started my sneaker collection. Before I started getting some heat. There's absolutely no heat in this box right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys where I started way before this came about, you know what I mean? So let's open the box and let's see what's in here. Man, oh man. Once you guys see these, you're gonna think I must be a loser or something for having shoes like this. So we're gonna start off with these right here. I have no idea what these are called. All I know is that these are Nike shoes and they're Air Flights. That's all I know. I beat these down to the freaking dirt, all the way down to they were ripped up and everything. You know, I got this around, I don't even remember when I got these. All I know is that during my middle school years and during my high school years, my parents were the ones buying my shoes. And I was one of those kids whose parents refused to buy Jordans, the latest anything, just the latest anything that came out. I couldn't get my hands on none of that. Nobody knew what these shoes were. I didn't know what these shoes were. And by the time I got these, I think these were the only ones that I was wearing throughout the school year that I had them in. We're gonna just toss them to the side like that. Let's move on to another shoe. So this pair right here is the same ones from the first shoes, but these are just in a white, blue, and red colorway. Again, don't know what these are. I just know they're Air Flights. And by the time I got these shoes, this was a shoe that I was wearing throughout the entire year, maybe the entire semester. And yeah, I was getting laughed at for wearing these. I was embarrassed, but I needed something on my feet, so it was whatever. Next shoe. Oh my God. What the fuck are these? Mom, Dad, what were you thinking having me in shoes like this? Well, I already know what y'all were thinking. Y'all weren't spending $200 on one shoe where y'all could spend $70 on a shoe that nobody knows about. So this shoe right here, again, I don't know what it's called. I just know that it's a Jordan brand shoe. Look at this. Velcro across the, oh my gosh. Colorway, okay, I'm not gonna say anything about the colors, but just the type of shoes. What is this, man? Like, what was I thinking bringing this in public? Like, what was I thinking, man? Before I continue, I just want to say that when I was picking out shoes that I wanted to wear, I mean, these were a choice only because I liked the way the shoe looked as far as colors go. I had no knowledge on retros or any classic Jordans like that. You know, I just knew that these were shoes, I liked the color, and I was thinking about the outfits that I had and that it matched, and then I thought I looked good. I thought it was the colors of your outfits, not exactly what you were wearing. And I was completely wrong. It was more to that, but that's what I know now. I didn't know that back then. On to the next shoe. Again, more Flights. And this is a Jordan brand flight. I don't know what these are called. I just know that these are Jordan Flights. I got laughed at for wearing these. Everybody that know me back in high school saw me in these, and they just flamed me every chance they got. And man, I had nothing to say about them because they had better shoes, they had better clothes than what I was wearing. But I mean, what can I do? Next shoe. So these right here, again, do not know the names of these. I just know that they're a Jordan branded shoe, a basic colorway that I could wear with anything, and I just thought that that was okay at the time. Little did I know that whatever this is, nobody knew what it was either. I got a lot of laughs in this shoe, and you know, my parents didn't care. It was their money. As long as they weren't spending over $100, they were okay with it. So I dogged the crap out of these. When I was going to school every year it was either one pair or two pairs of shoes that I would have to wear throughout that entire year, and these was one of them, and I didn't like it at all. I dogged these, and then all of a sudden they became shoes. If I was mowing the lawn or something, I would wear these shoes just because I don't care about them no more. should give these away too. They're all in a box for a reason. So let's go to the next shoes. So the next few pairs of shoes that I'm about to bring out the box, I don't really have a problem with these once I look back at them because I wore these during basketball season. A couple of these shoes were team shoes and a couple of them were just regular practice shoes. When they turned old, I played outside with them just because they were old beater shoes. And yes, for those that do not know, I do play basketball, and that's why I don't have a problem with the shoes that I have in here. They're just old and I just need new pairs of shoes, which I will bring to the channel. New pickups are coming to the channel, so just wait a minute, alright? Let's start with my first one. So these shoes right here are Nike Hyper Dunks. These came out when I was in like 8th or 9th grade. I don't remember. I think these were the 2011 edition. I could be wrong. I wore these during regular season and AAU season. And by the time AAU season was over, I started wearing these outside on the playground. By the end of AAU season, these were already worn out, beat up. In the soles, you can tell how old these are. In the soles, it's kind of ripped and pushed through right there. I don't know if the camera's really picking it up. But yeah, these were torn down to the ground. I didn't have a problem with these because these shoes, when I was playing in these, did do me good. I felt very light on my feet. And yeah, I just need some new basketball shoes, basically. This next shoe that I'm pulling out is basically the same shoe as the last one, but just a different model. I think these came out the year after the ones that I just showed you. So these probably are the 2012, maybe 2013 edition. I wore these during AAU season and AAU season only, but my problem was that the second game that I played these in, the sole on the bottom was kind of ripping on the side, so I didn't really know what that meant. But I just kept playing. My feet weren't hurting, it wasn't messing up my feet. I was still light on my feet because that's what these shoes are. They make your feet feel light and give you more bouncing ability is what they used to say. But I wore these throughout that entire AAU season. No regrets in playing in these shoes. I actually thought these were a little bit cool, even though they didn't even match my uniform. But I don't think anybody these days wears shoes that match their uniform. People like to look good when they playing basketball, either with the hair, the jerseys, the socks, or even the shoes. And the shoes were the ones that I chose to stand out in. And that was it. These next shoes that I'm pulling out right here are a pair of Under Armours. I do not know what these are called, but I wore these during my sophomore year when I played JV. And then these became outside shoes once that year was over. These shoes were okay to me. This was my first time actually wearing Under Armour shoes. I wasn't really a big fan of Under Armour. I thought that their basketball shoes were kind of trash back then, but when I wore these, it kind of sort of changed my mindset. So I was open to Under Armour, you know. And now Under Armour, as far as sports goes, off the roof because, you know, Stephen Curry, and I don't know who else. I think it's just Stephen Curry that's blowing up with Under Armour right now as far as basketball goes. But these right here were okay to me, so I don't really have a problem with these at all. I wore these outside as soon as basketball season was over, and as time went by, they ended up looking like this. Next shoe. So these right here, I don't know what the hell these are. All I know is that it says Air Max on the side, on top of the air sole on the back, and then it says Flywire. I guess that's the material of the shoe. My dad got these for me my senior year just for basketball practice during the regular season. I don't have a problem with this because I don't think anybody was really paying attention. I didn't wear these during regular season games. I take that back. I wore it the first couple of regular season games before the team actually got the team shoes in, and I don't really have regrets with this shoe either because it didn't feel bad. I did feel the air support back here, and it was okay with me. As long as I didn't wear these during regular season, I was okay. And that's all I got to say about this. I wore these for a little bit. I wore these outside again, and yeah, they're old beaters now, just like the rest of them. So these right here have got to be the best ones out of all the basketball shoes that I have. I wore these my senior year, of course, during regular season when everybody started getting their shoes in. But my thing is, I think I was the only one with this pair because everybody got this model but in a different color. And then some just started wearing their own shoes, but I didn't care. I was different from everybody. And this was the year, my senior year, by the way, where we won state. So this holds memories for that reason. So I don't have a problem with these. These shoes didn't do me no wrong. Again, Under Armour, because with the team wearing Under Armour shoes, I didn't have a choice anyway. So there's that. These are old, trash now. Alright, so we're down to the last two pairs of shoes that are in this box. Before I get to these last few pairs, I'm gonna just say right off the rip, you're gonna be surprised with what I have in here. At first when I got these shoes, these were okay. They weren't really a problem. But then with my knowledge of not knowing anything about shoes, how to take care of your shoes, they kind of got messed up pretty quick. So let's go ahead and just go to the first one. Y'all ready for this? Boom, man. Look at these, man. Jordan 9s, dog. And yes, I dogged the shit out of these shoes. First off, let me just say that these were my dad's shoes before he handed them to me. I think he gave these to me my 8th grade year. He used to play basketball, you know, pick up basketball in these type of shoes. They were still in somewhat good condition. They were a little worn out, but the paint was not chipped off by the time I got them. This right here was not scratched by the time I got them. So I wore these day in and day out because these were better looking shoes than every single shoe that I pulled out the box. I was happy to have these, and I wasn't so happy when, you know, age was catching up, all the wear and tear was coming onto the shoe. Same thing for this. You know, I know how Jordan 9s look now, and when I get another pair of Jordan 9s, they will not look like this. All right, here we go. Last pair of shoes. Boom. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Fire Red Force. How the hell could you mess up your Fire Red Force? Let me just say that when I got this shoe, I begged my dad to give me these shoes, man. This came out my sophomore year of high school, before my sophomore year started, and I was happy to get them. When I rolled in the first day of school, a girl said, "I like your shoes, I like your fours." I was like, "Thank you." So I was really flexing in these. I wore these day in and day out. I wore these the entire semester, and that's why they look the way they look now. I mean, of course, age caught up to them as well because I wasn't taking care of them. As you can see, paint chipping, discoloration, wrinkles, creases, even the back tab is off of this shoe, man. So yeah, had I had a sneaker knowledge, I would have known how to take care of my shoes, and these wouldn't be the way they are right now. These probably would have been in the collection still as a valuable collectible, you know what I'm saying? This right shoe looks worse than the left shoe. Again, tabs off, wrinkles, stepped on, and the paint right here you can clearly see is gone, or scratched off I should say. I remember one day where I was in gym and I didn't have any gym shoes at the time to put on, and we were having like a fit test to where, you know, you would run across the gym. Yeah, I did that in these, and I was so upset when I got these. My first pair of actual clean Jordans, and I messed them up that day. So those are all my old shoes that I've worn through the years before I officially started my sneaker collection in late 2015. Now I transitioned from this to this, and there's plenty more right behind me. I'm just not gonna grab them because the video will probably be too long. I've came a long way. I wanted to show y'all that, you know, it's not always gonna start off real pretty when you're trying to start a collection. You know, you gotta start somewhere. I started as soon as I got out of high school. Through the years, I was wearing some older shoes that I did not like, that I did not want to wear, the ones that I got laughed at, and now it came to this, and now people can't tell me anything. But I'm gonna still be humble because I still gotta remember where I started from. So it's gonna happen to the best of us. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of all my old shoes. Let me know where you guys started. If you guys have a sneaker collection, where you guys want to start if you haven't started a sneaker collection yet. And also leave a like on this video and make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. With all that being said, I'm Raquel Dwayne, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.